What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Trying to wait for everybody to get here. How's things in your neighborhood today? Yeah? How we doing? How's the weather at your house? It gets snow and cold here. Snow and cold. I think it's like cold. What's the temperature out? I can't remember what this. Can't remember what I've seen. But it's cold. It's cold, I can tell you that. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody here yet? You're like, I'm here, I'm here. I'm here, I'm here. Hello. Where are we all from tonight? Where are we all from tonight? What am I doing? Hello, hello, hello. What am I doing? I'm making sure everybody's here before I start, because I had a couple days off. I was trying to decipher what am I supposed to be doing here. So I think where left off was I'm going to use this smoke thing to see how much smoke gets actually pulled into the unit and how much goes out the back. Is everybody here? Is everybody here? Usually have a little bit more than that, but usually have a few more people than that, but you can always go back and watch the reruns, right? Right? Bring the camera this way. So this is what I got. It's like a bottom of a spray can, like a paint can, but it's a little different though, a little bit different. It's got a regulator on it, air port. You hook your hose up here, and you hook it to a battery. You put your baby oil inside there, and you hook your air pressure here. You got to make sure it's not too much air pressure. You just kind of go with a. I live in Michigan. You just kind of go with a I don't know, whatever floats your boat. So I take this apart all the time, so I have to push this little tiny ferrule on the hose, shove the hose on the end of it, and then I screw the nut on and then it holds it. So I've been pumping up the compressor, and yeah, there's a little hanger thing you can hang it from, but I probably won't have to use that unless it falls on the floor, which it could. It could fall on the floor, and then it would be a bad scene. All right, so we got some air pressure in it. I got it set at 0. So I must automatically dial it down because that's probably what I do. For whatever reason. I got a battery that I think is still good, but my son could have drained it, could have killed it if I had to have. He could have killed it by leaving it on the floor, but we'll find out in a minute. So it takes a little bit to get hot. You can see the smoke already. Right? Yeah, you gotta be able to see that. This might be difficult. This may be a difficult thing here, but we'll try it. We'll definitely make the, it'll definitely make things smell better in here with the baby oil. So she's clouding up in front of the blower. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Clouding up out here. I assume you can see that, but you know, hindsight is, all I know is it has to be working because I can see it continuously coming out the exhaust. Let me bring it over there farther. There you go. So she's smoking up out here pretty good. I assume you guys seen that, but you know, I may have to do it again for somebody else, but that's what I'm saying. Smoking big time here. What do you think? Think it's going to work or what? Smells like baby oil in here. Yep. But you can see it all. It got all pulled into here and pushed out over there. But now she smells like baby oil in here. But anyway, it smells better than my. It smells better than a dead rat or a dead mouse. This is like the second time I've used this little smoke machine. I wanted to make one in the worst way, but there's like nothing to it. It's just a thing in the end and stuff. But I didn't make one. I bought one. Actually, my buying department bought it, because I had to work on something we own here. So, and I said, hey, I could use one of these, and the buying department said, all right, we'll get you one. So this will be the second time I used it. First time, it seemed to work all right for what I was using on car stuff. Car stuff. Pretty easy to make one though. This one's just got jumper cables, ends, a nice little wire connector that goes in the top. Like that. A nice little lanyard strip there to hold it all together. Make it all pretty, you know. So how's everybody's weekend go? And the melting pot, like I said, it's just, this is, thought it was aluminum, but I think it's just tin. And it's bigger. You can use number devices people use for it. It's just a wick in the bottom, and 2 wires coming down to heat it up, like that. Heat up that, sucks it up. It tends to wick it right up there. And then it just pushes it out the top, up here. This pushes pressure on it with a regulator. So if I was to make one, you get an old paint gun, it'd be the same thing. I never needed this big a one. It was actually supposed to be a smaller one I was supposed to get. And so I ended up getting this one that's bigger. I'll never put that much oil in it. And she smokes forever. Like I said, she'll smoke for a long time. Make the garage smell like babies. All right. So the other thing we're also talking about was when I put the foam on, and how I got the glue to stick on there. So that was the other thing we were left off with. Wow, I wish I could tell you that the foam was stuck on there and it's not going to fall off, but guess what? Guess what? I don't even want to pull the tape off. Yeah, even the tape stick. This tape is sticking to the foam now. How you like that? But we do have some we have to repair though. So all this here is coming loose, the bottom part. The top is sticking. The top is sticking. Grab the knife. Anybody there still? Yep, plenty of air, plenty of air. Freaking good. Just got to reglue the bottom part here, along here. It's, I don't know why it didn't say up there, but it didn't. It's, this worked good. Just this one spot on the bottom. That, it's harder as carp, really. You guys can't even see what I'm talking about. I don't even have the camera pointed at it right there. Yeah, the only piece that came off was right here. With this Gorilla Glue, which I was bashing. I was telling bad no good, but you just got to tape it on and there you go. That's I just got to tape that one piece on. Yep. It stuck. It's once I put the tape on it, she stuck right to it, which was good. The back of this right now is really hard where the glue is dried. So now I just got to put glue in there and put a lot of tape on and pull it up. I didn't think it was going to stick, but I may have to put a whole lot of tape on it though, because now that I got that, it's dried. It's really. All right. So we're gonna let that get tacky. Where I'm at next is they have an 8-inch. I showed some pictures of some stuff on the live on the main channel and some videos and stuff. They got them from 8, 10 down to 8, or from 8 to 6. So this is this hole here is a 9.5-inch hole. So I'm really thinking that I need to do a 10, the 10 to go up to that, to match up to that. Now to put a 6 through here means I'm going to have to take and cut these loose, which that's no surprise to me. I just wanted to initially tack them, but I just have to open them up a little bit, that's all. But then it means I got to throw away my pipe that I got and go to a bigger pipe coming out, which would be 6. Or better yet, once I get 6 through here, or I didn't measure the from the back to the front. I just showed the diameter and the inside of it. So what I probably are going to end up doing is get the 9, the 10. Yeah, see that goes from 10 to 8, and then it goes from 8 to 6. See, I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to do that in here. And both of them are $23. $23 or something. And I haven't picked them up yet mainly because I'm really undecided exactly what I wish I could just make one. I wish I could make one from 10 to 4 and have it come out here. But that's a custom make one. And yeah, so custom made one, so you know what that's going to cost. To have anything custom made, it's going to cost a lot of peanuts on my money. So is everybody here? Actually, have a couple other people on, but anyways. So any suggestions here on that? Because if I go from 10 to yeah, it's on my phone, or I actually did a picture of it on the internet, but I can go back and look at that video and bring it up on the TV. But I'm trying to figure out exactly what I need to do other than make something, and it's pain in the butt trying to make something to work in there, because you want it to taper. Yeah. So anyways, this one was more trying to show you guys exactly if it did as much sucking as I figured it did. Pulling a vacuum, we'll say a vacuum. And yeah. They said I don't have those 2 pieces. I haven't got them yet. I plan to get them this week, probably towards the Probably Thursday was when I get some. You know what I'm saying? Um, I was looking at people that make heat duct stuff, and they had to have some pretty good equipment to do that, to make that. The problem is then what I'm saying is because if that's 10 inches over there on the other side of the filter, it's going to be there's only going to be so much room that I'm going to have between the filter and this wall where it's going to go through. I only have 8 inches, so yeah, there's only 8 inches in there, so I'm limited on how much space between my filter and here. Filter in here. Well, if I put enough tape on it, hold it, right? Exactly. I know it. But I mean, to have 8 inches coming out here, that's quite a bit of a. That's pretty big. I don't think that. I still have a picture of one commercial, one of those sucking machines, and I always thought, yeah, I've never seen one in person, but I always thought the pipe that comes up out of one of those is not much more bigger than a 4 inch. So, you know, I don't think it's much more. I think it's that. I don't. If the guys that make their little one hanging from the ceiling with the little blower, like the blower inline blower they use for like furnace stuff, that's only 4 inches. It looks like bigger on. Well, there are some 5 inch ones, but most of them are just 4-inch ones that people use for doing their own fuming thing. That's permanent. You know what I'm saying? It's permanent in the they put on the ceiling, and they have a designated place where they weld. Most of those I thought were 4-inch, but they could be 5. But that doesn't give me a whole lot of room once, because I have to have my filter in there. And I keep forgetting that I have to put it in this way, because if I don't put it in this way, I'll tear that foam off. It won't take long to tear that foam off, I wouldn't think. And if I put that there, put that piece of metal in there, then I only have to put, just a little bit of room. And I might not even be able to get this in. I might not be able to get this in because of the filter. Let's see. Yeah, see. All right. I didn't think I was going to get it in there. I thought it was going to be that tight that I couldn't do it. There you go. All right, so if that piece goes in there, like that, yeah, that only leaves me 7 inches. So these might have to be totally expanded even more than what I got. 7 inches. And I'm thinking that the one I measured from front to back, the one with this cover on, with this cover here, or the very front cover, because I don't have this cover I have in there right now, put it in there. With this cover or the very front cover? Okay. That's what I was thinking, that it definitely needs to be bigger. It definitely needs to be bigger because I think that well, I haven't cut that hole in the front one yet, have we? But it pulls that right there. I say four. I think four is enough. I think four is enough. But if I can go from, but I think the one I need is the six to four. So if I cut this out to six, it'll bring it to here and use a four through here. Because if I put this here, right there, that smoke will go right through there. Because it was already out here. Here's another thing we can try. Watch this. Watch this one. This which one enough? I think that's, if I cut this hole bigger to 6 inch, which is only 2 more inches, that's only an inch. Inch here, inch there, inch there, inch there. You use more of the hole length, and then the 4 inch will look fine. Because initially I thought that you had to go all the way out to the outside so you get the whole blower set up. But I think it's going to pull it right in there and push it out. Because this far out it was sucking. I don't know if you can see that or not. This far out, it was pulling it back in and pushing it out over there. Actually, I didn't. Once I put the filter in there, I didn't see much coming out the other side. I see most of it going in here. This is the one I have now necessary. Is this one necessary? So you're saying I don't need to put that one on, but I can just put the outside one on? And I still don't have this is pushed right up to the filter. This one, so I don't have to. I was thinking I had to put some foam on this side too, but I don't. But I do need this one to push against the foam. See, that one I need on there that pushes against the foam and keeps it tight, so I don't have any leakage around that side. And the front plate, yeah, the front plate is already cut a 4-inch hole. So if I get that reducer from 6 to 4, then I can just cut this off and stick it out a little ways out from the front. That one's 4. I don't know how big that 6 to it's got to be close. That 6 to 4 has to be pretty close to this, because like I said, I only have 7 inches. I only have 7 inches to play with here, and I'm sure it's pretty close to that. I was hoping I'd just go all the way out to 10 inches, but I don't think I need to do that now since we've actually used the smoke on it. We can see what it's doing. We know it's pulling in. And, you know, this, once I put this in and then in my elbows, it'll be, you know, it'll be a ways away. Not too much. I don't think it'll be any more than, I don't want it to be any more than this in length. Because if you do any more than that, you can lose, you can drop your loss about just pulling the vacuum. But I think if it's all tight, if everything's tight from here to there, I think we're golden. Or I'm going to try to get that thing tomorrow, hopefully. And then bring you guys back. Let you look at that. So that I can stick it up in front of it and all right. Yeah, I'm trying to keep these things to an hour instead of just running wild for 2.5 hours and just talking nonsense. I went back and looked at them and all I did was talk. So. Any other questions for tonight? We got like 7 minutes left. Initially, I was trying to swing the camera up wide, and I don't know what was going on, but it wouldn't take it. About a bag of chips. How's the chips? I don't know. I found it had some bad odor in it. The last bag of chip was, and find out there were some bagels in there that were. That's why the chips were bad. Huh? Yeah. We had a refrigerator that failed at the house, so everything. It was last year. I don't know what year it was. Can't remember. And so everything came down to my refrigerator, which is real small, and you know, just holds just small stuff, and then everything didn't get back out of there. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back tomorrow night. No mice, no nothing else. And tomorrow will be Tuesday instead of Monday night. You know, we're supposed to get like 2 inches of snow tonight. And supposed to get 3 to 4 overnight, and then some more tomorrow. And we're still in January, and now it's going to snow finally. Too bad it wasn't February. See you tomorrow.